Launcher. No. No, sit back. Come. Go back. No, go back. No shoot. Me go. No shoot go back here. Got people where they shoot go back to, and no one see him again. We enter.
Oh, one time. Go, you go to the house. You don't miss the house. You go now with the house. Go now direct the house.
Enter. Enter.
Alright guys, welcome to my channel guys. So it has not really been easy in Okigwe ever since the claim by the Nigerian army saying that they've arrested Gentle the Yahoo, right? Ever since then, it has not really been easy with some of those military guys that stay in those environments, because Biafran Liberation Army has been engaging them one-on-one, checkpoint to checkpoint, station to station, barracks to barracks, and it has not really been easy. I'm going to leave you guys also to listen to some other updates of some Biafran Liberation Army also that also is coming to debunk most of the false informations about the buying and arresting of Gentle Yahoo and Jamaica. That very soon these guys are going to be coming up to address Biafrans for them to know that all the flying news on the social media are all false. Alright, so let me take you straight into the video. And just in case it's the first time you're also meeting us, please do as well to subscribe and then turn on the post notification bell for more updates from this channel. Let's take a look.
The trend online for social media say Nigerian government say they don't buy them. Forget all these social media bloggers where they carry their news everywhere. Say they don't buy Gentle. Guy, they never buy Gentle. They just enter inside. They observe. They watch. May they know the reaction of Nigerian government. You don't forget one time we say Gentle come online. Contact say for some time now. Say they come out again because of if he say in people don't betray him. Sometimes if something happen, may not go think back, may not record back with the person talk. No be say una go just they carry me because of say una no dey see your update again. Una believe say they don't buy am. Whenever you come to this kind of information, una go observe. And more especially, ndị Igbo anyị, ha adịkarị too fond of Hebrews or bupute the news. Abịazie na East, egbuo. Abịa na North, eme udo. The same day ha na-akpọkwa na ha ụkwa ndị omekome. Then why can't you give them the same measurement punishment? If I thought that, yes, we are one. Why is it that a particular set of people will be pardoned and particular set of people will not be pardoned? It's very, very wrong. I want let you know say this guy, they see the gallant, they observe. So many I know they carry the news up and I say they don't find this guy. One day now, I go see them now, they go spring up. They go come outside, come talk. Then every man go shut up. All those people they do man touch everywhere.
Igbo bụ Igbo ya maala unu mma aka mbụkwa na Igbo ya zu ụmụ iyo orimili dola. Ọkwa yesterday a gwala anyị news a na-efegharị na-ejide Gentle the Yahoo. Alright? Ejidelu Gentle the Yahoo. Many people are not saying if I can go to fake news, maka na fa need the picture or video evidence. I na-eche picture and video evidence lue kita. Still, okwu ka na-akọwazi ka esi wee je dị ọlụ. Na ndị amị je dị ọlụ nọkwa under 82 div. Now, na fa gali as a guerrilla ọgụ. Guerrilla bụ na enwere ike iji ọkpa si ebe a na-aba Kafanchan. So otu akafa si wee lue di a wee gbaa ụlọ be Gentle eregede nye okilikili sọrọ nda ọnya. Ndị nọ si n'elu ụlọ wee fụsịa na ọkụ adịgokwa ova fa wee pịakpe si ka apịabazie ya fesi na-akwụ ya n'elu. Denu ndị amị ewee respondụzia nna ọgịnịzi ka apịakọlịa dị mkpụrụ fa wee pịabazie mkpụrụ pịagide mkpụrụ pịagbuo some people even n'olu to the point na ndị amị just sunye dị ụlọ ọkụ ebe ọ bụ na a na-apịazi ya fesi na ọ bụ na fa tinye ọkụ n'ụlọ na ndị a ga-anụ ụdị ya fa wee sunye ọkụ na dị ụlọ. At some point when they jump down from elu ebe fa nọ gbaba ọsọ apịagbuilifia pịagbugodu ndị nke a. So from ife fa na-akọ na apịala almost 5 people jide ndị ejide. Now na-akọwa na second in command na-apịagbuli on the process. Na afanwa agwabara anyị ma Gentle ma fọ pịagbuli apịagbu ka aka jideli ejide yetego mana ife anyị na-anụ ugwu na-ejideli ya. Okay, now ndị be anyị rapụzi na-ekwuzi ife gbasalụ Gentle the Yahoo activities ya na ife niile ọ na art. Ife a na-ekwuzi bụ ma n'elu ugwu na-enwe negotiations and round table na onye isi ndị bandit ka ejide na ka apụtazi wee na-eme negotiation with. So ga na-aka akịka ife nnebara anya bụ na ndị niile na-emefe Biafra according to federal government prescribe over uwe na fa abụ gịnị terrorist and okwu ọbụla baa na terrorism onwe ka esi ekwu ya. Ọ dị iche na-ebu criminal na-ebu bandit na-ebu nka na-asị oke kezi ọlụ ka ebe mezi na ndị nke so abụ terrorist sị na ha abụ bandits. So kesi bandit dị iche eje n'ugwu enyefe amnesty elu n'ugwu a consider enwe negotiation ma elukwara na south nye ife a na-ekwu elu na be anyị ndị amị akpọnye. Ọ bụrụ na dị okwu kwesịrị ka eneba anya ka ị wee ghọta the enormity or the how cumbersome that name terrorism or terrorism. Maka a na-agwa gị da aghọta. Nwanne m oge ntị Nnamdi Kanu ka jekwa court yesterday ka nwanne nya. Many people na-eme Biafra ama the outcome of court ahụ je. Mmadụ na-ejeli ya court. Etu anyị si asị n'obodo iwe ijedugolu mmadụ court. Mmadụ na-eka na-ejeli ya court. Onye ji n'aka ama na ọgụ na anụ ụbọchị ọbụla gọọmenti gụgwa ikwete na ọ na-eme. Ife dị na amnesty, ife dị na cheta na mgbe Soludo banye as Anambra State Governor, ọ gbọrọ ndị Anambra Siva bịa ọ bụrụ na ị nọ n'ime ọfịa gị si n'ime ọfịa anyị nọpụta tụlapụ egbe bịa ka enye gị ọrụ. Ọ gwara ndị pụta anụ these people efusi kịta ma ndị a na-eme operation udo ga-achị ma ndị otie so bụ ndị si n'ime ọfịa apụtasịa uwe na fa nna ka alụzi ọrụ a legit. So ọ bụ ma na-enwe negotiation otu esi negotiate ọ bụ federal government negotiate that thing. Yeah, government of that state under some umbrellas they are saying etinye ọnụ nna n'ebe akaliana ọ ka mma na-ede ndụ kaliana nwụrụ anwụ. Government by ka na-enyekwa gị opportunity na gị siri ife ahụ apụta mana mgbe ọbụla ịpụta na-asị ụmụnne anyị hapụta ife a ga-ekwu bụ na-ebu mgbe iru abụọ na gọọmenti enyere ahụ sọm itinye n'akpa Ọga ka mma na hapụ nge nwụọ. Otu a na-agba gị ife na-ese otu ị na-afụ na nnọ na-atụrụ otu ike nga na-ekwu about him. Ife ndị okwu ya bụ ndị fall victim ihe anụ afafa onye ga-anụ afịa bụ onye isi otu a Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime kịta ife a na-ekwu bụ release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Why not release onye ọbụla ndị ejide because of ife Biafra nọ na nga DSS ụfọdụ nọ n'ọdụ ndụ ọnwụ ka mma kịta mana onwe ya ma na fanọ ife a na-ekwudebe okwu ya bụ sọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Otu a ka ọ dị anyị na-ekwu okwu nke Ikenga bụ ndị oji njasị ịbala ebe a ụfọdụ dasị ụfọdụ victim today mana Ikenga ndị nke ni ama ha ka e wee save ụmụ Mugwu anyị nwere na be anyị karị akarị mụ na gị of course malụ na some of us na-asụ Igbo na bụsị ọbara ngwa ndị atụtụ imefa n'ugwu na different places fabia na-akpụso ma ịgba ifo tek ịbụ onye Igbo a na-eme ka asọpụta gị ife ị na-echekịta bụ ka ịfụ na-ejide ịdịfụ vidio evidence ka ị wee kweta tamos ị ga-afụ wee kweta ife mata abụrụ eji ndị Igbo akọmpe ndị ugwu standard anyị na-afa bụrụ ofu Chukwu ekwekwana ka ị were odefe a na-akọmpe anyị na ndị ugwu ka ifugo na ya gee ntị ọga edukeshọn enyere anyị na South na nke enyefe abụrụ ofu na aja mgbe a na-ayọdụ some steeti nwoke nwetagodo common 7 nwaanyị nweta nwo common 10 mana iruo na saịdị nke akwụbara gị n'elu ị ga-eruri 139 as onye Anambra Enugu.
In 2019, he said to me, "Are you going to Nigeria?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Are you mad?" I just left Nigeria. They came to kill me in my house. They killed 28 people.
Wow.
And I remember telling him, I said, "If you are still doing this Biafran thing, you are not safe anywhere. Because there's a global interest to keep Nigeria the way it is." So yes,
global interest.
Oil can keep flowing in direction of multinationals. There are people whose interest is to make sure Nigeria doesn't progress so that the black man will not find his feet. So anybody who is also fighting them here, you are fighting that global economic interest. And that is what was clear to us during Ken Saro-Wiwa's death. The world could have saved Ken Saro-Wiwa. Even Mandela refused to make the call. So Abacha. Or he said he called Abacha, Abacha didn't pick. All of them could have made that call and said, "Look, if you touch this guy, we are going to give you hell." But because, Ken Saro-Wiwa went and pressed the red button, which is oil. Do you know why Ogoni land has over 62 billion cubic feet of gas?
62 billion.
This is not even oil, gas. Because what most people don't understand is that oil is going out of business, but gas is going to be around for a long time.
Yes.
So that is what they're interested in protecting. And the guy who starts saying, "We own the thing," I said, "What's your problem now, guy, man?" And they finished him. Global conspiracy. The same thing they did to Kanu now. How do you think that Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya and brought to Nigeria, and there's no manifest of the plane that brought him to today? Even judges cannot ask for it. How did he get to Nigeria from Kenya? Who was the person who abducted him from the underground garage? Who was he expecting that made him to drive privately to that place and got kidnapped? Who are the people that kidnapped him? Because the Kenyan government came to court and said, "We're not aware. We don't know who did this." You cannot. Is it possible to fly a plane, a private jet, out of an airport without two governments getting involved? How can it be more secretive? It's because there are global conspiracies involved, too. And it was as if I was being prophetic. The day he was brought back, I was at the Federal High Court. No, it was Court of Appeal, and they said, "Kanu has just been brought back to Nigeria." I said, "How?" They put a hood over his head, even in court. I ran down there. Before I got there, they had already arranged some kangaroo, with the judge. The judge said, "Go and detain him." And that's been his situation since then.
See, if you're a businessman or a landlord and you've not installed a View Solar CCTV camera in
And that's been his situation since then. That's been his situation since then. So I'm saying that we are also conscious at our level that we are not also dealing with local interests and and I think my family understands that. Because don't forget, my younger brother was also killed a few years ago on his way from school in, close to Benin City. My direct younger brother. And see, today, the police did not disclose to us who did it. Even initially, they said it was Fulani herdsmen. They sent us some pictures of people they claim were Fulani herdsmen. But my younger brother was killed at a police checkpoint that they claim had been vacated by the police. So, yes, it's heavy.
Global conspiracy to keep Nigeria where it is.
It is, yes. Anybody who is doing this who doesn't understand that is not ready for a Nigeria of the future.
But people would say the definition, except you have another definition of your own revolution, but the main definition of revolution is forceful, takeover. And like Nedu said, bloodshed and stuff like that. How do you intend to make this work without also endangering them?
No,
because Nigerians are scared. Truth is, Nigerians are scared to die.
They are fearful people. Yes, I understand. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can, under any circumstance, get total liberation without a fight.
Yes.
Because even protests, they shoot at people. But what makes a revolution sweet is that it's the numbers you introduce into it. If a number of people, huge number of people can convince themselves that it's time to move and they move together, you have limited casualty. You have limited casualty because the people who want to kill you will be outnumbered. That's why revolutions are very popular and sweet. But to say that somehow I can guarantee you that the day after we will not count some casualties, including some of ourselves.
Do you think we'll ever get there where we'll say all of us will revolt?
Yes,
do you think we'll ever get there?
I believe so. And I just hope that when we get there, it will be done by reasonable people.
The question: when we have a state such as the one that we have evolved, where bandits, terrorists will sit in meetings with elected officials of state, traditional rulers, and bandits, armed bandits, would dictate peace terms to the state, and the same state would have the room to harass citizens who are asking for better government, confine citizens who have dared to demand that they be set free from the evil empire that we have managed to evolve. Make it make sense that there are persons such as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for instance, in prison, not by due process of law, because when trial has been extended beyond how many years, and then it doesn't, even the optic looks stupid. You're meeting bandits, armed ones, unrepentant. You're begging for peace. They are dictating terms. But the person who you say has called for armed insurrection, against whose people you've deployed fighter jets, these fighter jets do not know their ways around the Kankara forest or Sambisa, but they can walk. It does not make sense. So when we begin to demand that these questions be asked of the state, these are not questions that are being asked as a partisan. These are questions being asked. And you can't even claim to be a patriot because there is no country commanding your patriotism. It is sick in the extreme to continue to believe that you can counter this system by engagement with it as though it were a system amenable to change. I am of the opinion that all of us must come to the knowledge of the fact that we are not dealing with partisan politics. We are dealing with issue of citizenship. This must move beyond the argument of I'm obedient, I am ratified, I'm APC, revolutionary now. It doesn't matter. I don't care about your labels. What I care about is the substance of the issue, and the substance of the issue for me is that regardless of what you are, how you identify yourself,